Okay, so you might hear the rain in the background. Let's get this thing going. I'm using Blender 2.8 beta at the moment, and I'm just this little bitty character is not going to be kept. I'm just using it for practice. Object mode, and let's permanently hide the camera. I don't need to see the camera. Besides, I can go into camera mode anyway, so whatever works, my dude. Let's see. Let's go back into pose mode. They've made some changes for 2.8. One of them is something that I really love, and that is while you are in pose mode, you can't accidentally select any other object. I really love that. And that is a really good feature change, in my opinion. That's something that's like, yay. Something really... yeah, let's go with that. And I think that's good. So what I'm trying to do is trying to have the character pick up a rather large box for the character size. How does this fit into any animation? It doesn't. This is like just this has nothing to do with any animation whatsoever. I mean, not to my knowledge. It might help me with one. But that's about it. It's like, yeah. So, and one thing, there is a few things I really don't like about how they've changed some things, but all in all, not bad indeed. Let's see, I'm gonna have to move this guy around. Before I do that, I don't think that's... I don't think that worked the last time I tried it. Insert keyframes. Insert keyframes. Insert keyframes for all the bones. Then I'm going to be doing another jaunt back into object mode, and let's see. Nope, not clear frames. Insert keyframe, and then go to 72. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. Now, and this is having to do with the what I don't like. So I turned them both on, and now in the previous Blender 2.79, what would happen is, let's stop this. There we go. In the previous Blender, what would happen is, and you could look at this object more closely so you could see what I'm talking about. I would press I to insert the keyframe. Now, the other one just popped back to being disabled because that was the last keyframe that it was at. Blender 2.79, it wouldn't change unless you moved. You scrub along your key path, your timeline. It's a little bit annoying, I must admit. But it's something that I can get used to. Maybe. So I'm going to go to this, and let's go into pose mode. Now, I guess the reason why that might annoy me so much. So imagine you change a few things about this, and then you go into here and you say I insert single keyframe, insert, jump back. So there's a few things I'm like, why do you have to be like this? So let's go back to object mode, and see, I think I had this differently. Pose mode. And then it jumped back. So let's go back like this, and insert the keyframe, and for the armature alone, let's go here, select, that keyframe. Let's just delete it, and then let's insert it again. Make sure it's exactly how I want it to be. Now, let's go like this. So this was approximately here. We're not looking for perfection here, but, you know. Now we'll just go with insert keyframe. So we'll go there's a pretty big amount of difference. Let's try to see if we can fix that. Go into object mode. frames and go with 71, 72. So 71 and then 72. Alrighty, we could see. There we go. There is a slight difference in the position. So we'll go into let's try something out. So we will select that, delete those keyframes. So let's try to see what will happen if we get this to line up with that. If that will make that problem go away. So it looks like I need to rotate it along the Y. Let's try going into wireframe mode. Oh, that is particularly bad. No, wireframe mode is not the way to go. Get rid of that. This is just fiddly. So let's try to see if we can take away some of the distracting bits. Back into pose mode. So you are that. So let's see if we can go into 7, rotate a bit, then rotate move. Again, we're really not looking for perfection. However, the closer we can get, the better the results. So that is pretty well close. Just a few more tweaks, and I think we'll have it. So let's go with insert a keyframe right there. And then, yeah, okay, that's good. Now, if you don't want to see all of the things, we can lock it to only view keyframes from selected channels. But that will also get rid of all the keyframes for the armature, except for the bone that you have selected. Which it's a little bit annoying, but that's okay. You can have it condensed down so that it's basically the same, except for there's also this. So let's go back out of local view. Notice the messing up. That is actually a good thing, because that means it is really close to where it was. So we'll go back. Notice it's not moving. The box is not moving very much, which is a good thing. So now we will go into object mode, select the box, and say we don't want instant scene anymore. Now, in the past, instant scene was called something else. It was called duplication. Huh, that's pretty interesting how things change. Get rid of that. So now the box is once again tied to the armature. So from here to here, the box wasn't tied to the armature. I can move it around freely, but I'm not going to. So let's get back to it. And let's add another second to this now. Doesn't really make a lot of sense that he'd be taking a full second, but oh well. Strength is okay. Probably got no viewers at this point, but yep, 0 watching. That's okay. I was expecting that. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go into pose mode again. We are going to rotate the body. So backwards. And notice let's go with 20. I didn't really plan things out. So negative 20. So now I need to move this if I had, I can, let's see, bone, inverse kinetics. You see, I changed one thing, and then it went back. This has to do with the fact that they merged the timeline editor with the dope sheet. So now whenever you make a change, it's like there is no key for it. It's like, oh, obviously that wasn't. And if I do that, it doesn't redo the movement, which is a little bit annoying. I must say it is a little bit annoying. I'll get used to it. So we want it to be bone 0, 23. 23. Oh yeah, now it's going real good. So now let's inverse kinetic. I meant to keep the armature and then let's try backbone 0, 1. Ooh, that's that is not what I want. Oh, inverse kinetics is what I want, but yeah. And then it undid everything. Oh well. Let's rotate this by 20 degrees again. That's the one thing mildly annoying. Pretty much the only thing that's mildly annoying. Everything else is very good, I think. So now it's not gonna be, this box is not gonna be on the ground anymore. Let's see. Am I gonna get this right? Let's try to over-rotate it a little bit, and then rotate this down. And rotate this back. Rotate this. Well, let's see what that gets us in terms of movement. Not bad. Bump, 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 bump. Then, also for between the keyframes, it doesn't look like there's going to be that much in terms of cleanup. Then I need to his wrist was right here according to the box. Now let's move his wrist back. So we'll want to go about right there. No. About right there. Now, the reason why these are different colors is they have constraints on them, something I've been wanting to practice with. Constraining them to so that they actually act more like elbow joints, in that they can only rotate in a certain way. Because really, whenever you rotate your arm in some ways, you're really not rotating your elbow, even though it looks like it. And I wanted to try that. One of the things I have not been able to figure out how to do yet is so how I like to have the armature look is being in wireframe. But right now, it's only displaying as solid. And I can't get it to display as wireframe. But, you know, that this is alpha, so beta. This is a beta, the beta version, so I can't really complain. So I'm using it whenever it's not finished yet, and they're like, oh yeah, well, you know, features to be added. So now, before I do anything, insert keyframe. So that whenever I do anything, my changes will not be rolled back. So yeah, that movement Looks like that is going good with the movement of the object. Now, I'm trying to think if I'm going to have the rabbit lean back, kind of balance the object and itself, because right now the center of gravity is like over here. So the rabbit should be falling over, but yeah. Practice makes perfect. So, pardon the horribles between the keyframes, that is something that I will fix. I'm gonna put some between keyframe movements to fix the fact that it goes through the floor and through the foot. So there we have that. I think I should have made this box a whole lot smaller. And I probably could still do that, but I'm not going to. This is a good practice. So now let's add another 24 seconds. 24 frames. Frames, not seconds. Okay. So let's now rotate this back. Oh my, that is way too far. So let's rotate it. Ooh. I think that's gonna go good. And that's rotate. Again, we're gonna have to rotate this. Just insert the keyframe because that's pretty much where I want it. So now let's fiddle around with this. I want it more like this. This needs to go more like, nope. This. I'm pretty sure his hand is not supposed to be in his body. So let's try to fix that. Our y. Well, I mostly fixed it. And now the box is out of where it needs to be in terms of its alignment, but let's go again all the way too far. And surprisingly, I think we almost have it. Might be interesting to have the character just drop the box in the end. Like, I thought I had it, and then, poof, there it went. So now, before we do anything, let's do that. And then so from there to there to there. Minding the fact that I'm going to be doing a lot of in-between fixings. Fixing the in-betweens. This type of movement is really complex, more so than I think I bargained for, but like this bunny, I'm going to try to carry through till the end. Might have tried to have the bunny carry it. Insert. Let's deep breath. We could do this. And maybe one more. could have it try to move, and then it just instantly, the rabbit drops it. Hey, stream health is good. Not bad. Let's do... let's do another 10 degrees. That's looking a whole lot better. So let's rotate this another negative 10 degrees. So if you think about it, the weight for their combined area is now kind of over this leg. Which is something I'm going to have to think about. And I know the ears have no animation to them. I think after a brief break, I will be back to this. I don't think I'm going to be streaming it, but I will be back to this. And this is going to be part of the next video that I'm going to post. Next animated video I'm going to post. Well, thank you very much for watching. Control S to save. And hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.